What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster in Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Selesnya Life Gain deck. It's perfect. I'm like 2 matches away from Mythic. I've been grinding really hard all day. I need something fun and relaxing to play in the unranked queue that is also somehow unique and interesting for you guys. And this brew is kind of hitting that sweet spot between the two requirements. So, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. I'm just calling it LifeRigging, and because we're running Fight Rigging in a life gain deck, and that is pretty freaking cool. The big hits of the Fight Rigging are going to be our Turntimber Symbiosis and our Emeria's Calls. And the rest of the deck is just a lot of the stuff you would, usually come across in this archetype. We've got the Lunarch Veteran that helps with our life gaining shenanigans. Everything that enters the battlefield on top of it will gain you a life. So therefore, Voice of the Blessed, turn 2 on top of a Lunarch Veteran is a great play. We've also got Trelasarra, which I've gone down to 3 of because she's legendary, but also very similar to the Voice of the Blessed, except it doesn't get flying and indestructibility, but still quite nice with the Scry 1. Just setting up our next turn all the time whenever we gain life. So basically trying to gain life as many times as possible, which is why I've also gone for a full play set of Revitalize. There's also a little bit of card draw. Deceptively good, actually, in this kind of deck. Over some other kind of interaction, maybe just putting like removal or whatever, just being able to draw through some land, flood patches of your deck into more creatures to play on top of your Lunarch Veteran. Some would think I should play something like, I don't know, another one of these life gainy triggery type guys like the Prosperous Innkeeper instead of the Revitalize, but I've been finding it's doing the job better. Except we don't get the treasure, but it's just fitting the theme because we've got the cleric in here that's gonna gain us life whenever you play another cleric, and the Innkeeper isn't a cleric. So I just thought, okay, let's go for the Revitalize instead and see how that goes, and it's been perfect actually. And then, of course, we had to have some Luminarch Aspirants. I've gone with 3. And that wraps up our 2-drops. We've also got full playset of Righteous Valkyrie, of course, and the full playset of Fight Rigging. So what happens is, if you haven't seen the Fight Rigging already, basically, when it enters the battlefield, we look at the top 5 cards of your library, exile one of them face down, and then you need to reach a creature in play with power 7 or greater before it gets activated. And then you get to play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Hitting a Turntimber Symbiosis is really nice. It's kind of like as close as I can get to sort of like a Coco type effect, where you just get to look at the top 7 cards of your library, put a creature onto the battlefield. Every creature that you find in this deck will come into play with an additional 3+1+ counters on it because they're all 3 drops and less. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, Emeria's Call, making 2 angels. If we've got the Righteous Valkyrie in play, they'll gain you 8 life, and will make everybody indestructible sort of before you even get in for your damage. So both quite nice hits off of the Fight Rigging. And then we've just got Ollenbock and Tamiyo Safekeeping here as our ways of protecting our creatures. The Ollenbock can be sacrificed. You give a creature you control with +1/+1, lifelink and indestructible until end of turn, which is great, especially the lifelink. Sometimes it's just what you need. You just sort of put it on a creature and get you over that 27 requirement for the Righteous Valkyrie, or push your Voice of the Blessed into that just where you need it to be. And then Tamiyo Safekeeping is of course great as well, also because it gains you life, so you can gain some life when you need it. It's been as well doing the trick. I don't know if I should try out some of those like Selesnya lands that gain your life when they enter the battlefield. There's one for every color combination. I think they came out in Kamigawa again. The Blossoming Sands. Okay, it was called. No, wait. Where is it? There it is. You know, it'll always enter the battlefield tap no matter what, but you gain a life. It'd be quite nice, actually, to just try and run, like, one of those. Could come in real handy. And then we've got one Bretagard Stronghold, which also, you know, life gain / counters deck fits the theme perfectly, but wouldn't want to run into too many tap lands, so just going with the one of. Then we've got a Cave, a Boseiju, a Lair, a Eiganjo, and some dual lands, and some basics. Kind of the usual. That's the deck. We've been able to go down to 20 lands because of all these MDFCs. Play them if you get them in your opening hand. Like, you know, play them as lands as soon as possible. Because anyway, you won't be casting these for 7 mana at any point in the game. We're really just trying to get them for free off of the fight rigging. Let's jump into some games. Some LifeRigging games. LifeRigging. I've been playing it in ranked, actually, but because I'm so close to Mythic, I just want to, like, play it safe. I'm fairly certain I'll be Mythic tomorrow, like, morning. First thing, I'm just going to wake up, play a couple games, and be straight in Mythic. But I'm just in... You know, you start to get a feeling for it after so long on the ladder. You just want to, like, be a bit more careful. I get this, like, sensation that if I had to try grind now and I'm tired and it's late, it would just end up being me losing, like, 5 in a row and going straight back down to, like, Diamond 2 or something. And shouting at my screen. So I'm just going to leave it until tomorrow morning. Let, you know, chill out a little bit. Lead with the Veteran. I've become one of those life gain people that I always come across on the unranked ladder. In the play queue, as they say. Ooh. 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 Jadzy. Hello. Double drop next turn. Veteran into another Aspirant. First time I've seen this one. First time. Of course I know what it is, but... Ooh. We may have to go Trelasarra. That way we get to scry a little bit too. Oh, don't leave. I've been getting people to scoop like that in ranked as well. They just see the Trelasarra, Voice of the Blessed, and they go, certain decks just cannot catch up. Especially if they've got like Meatuk Massacre as their main sort of sweeper in the deck, and kind of low on targeted removal. We just walk all over them. They don't scoop at that point. It's usually when they go for the Voice of the Blessed and you save it with the Tamiyos or the Ollenbock. And I've got, you know, if we make it into Mythic tomorrow, I've got a lovely little deck lined up. I've been saving for a special occasion. Vinthor. My name is Vinthor. Oh, hell yeah. There's the Turntimber. No removal. Okay. Surprised there hasn't been any sort of removal yet from the opponent. We top decked a 1-drop. We can get the rigging next turn. Oh, that also do the trick? Sure will. Or a land. I'll take that. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Turntimber Symbiosis off of the fight rigging is actually really cool. Like, especially with this type of deck, right? Where the chances are very high that you'll get exactly another thing that you need to just keep gaining life. That was pretty disgusting. Fight rigging is such a good card, man. I love this card. If it wasn't like this need to try and like bring something new to the channel daily, which is something that I struggle with, right? Like, as you guys can imagine, I do try my best to be unique and creative and come at you with like different ideas every day. And if they're not amazingly super strong tier 1, like 100% win rate ideas, they're at least there to get your brewing juices flowing, and that's kind of the whole point of the channel. So, you know, what was the point I was trying to make? Was that fight rigging would be in like every other video. If it's like just the type of deck that I enjoy playing, that type of like explosive combo that's not too hard to set up. Anyway. Ooh. Yeah, whatever. Looks like we're gonna get some of our own medicine in a slightly different package, probably. I doubt they're playing fight rigging. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. I think we're gonna go the Moon Dancer, and then next turn we play the Escort and Revitalize. Wow, that's explosive. Aff. Keeper is not a human. Interesting way of going about things, but I like it. Wow. That's 6 life per turn that we need to get round. Very nice. This card is super cool. We can have a Tamiyo's up. Naya. It's an obscene amount of life every turn. I'll take that. Oh, okay. Revitalize. Definitely the option here. They both trigger this way. That's why I use the Tamiyos. Not bad. A douche. Sure. 12-12. Just cash. Wouldn't mind the Voice of the Blessed though. Interesting. I have a feeling there's a Jetmir in this deck. Somehow. I get that suspicion. Insane amount of life gain. Woo! I want to scry. Can't cast it. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, shizzle. Shizzle my nizzle. Is he just gonna go trample? More life? Wow. This is a crazy match. Okay, drawing cards. Probably pretty clever. Okay, big hit. Big hit. I think we go the Emeria's Call, right? Oh, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nope. Can't cast it. Nope. Nope. If only we had a way of giving trample. Just gonna sack the adversary. Okay. I wouldn't have thought you'd do that. Holy cannoli. He's got the 5 required in play. Oh my goodness gracious me. I wonder what he's going to get. Oh, this is bonkers, mate. Bonkers. Fucking bonkers, mate. 3 life, 3 life. Does he just attack with everyone? It's not enough to get to the 10. Woo! Oh! Hee. Got him. We got him. Oh, baby. That was fun. Fun. Definitely worth checking out. I mean, it's nothing like groundbreaking, but those fight riggings are so good. And I do like the fact that anything you find with the Turntimber will get the +3/+3 because they're all 3 drops and down. And yeah, the other hit is great, making all your guys indestructible, like you just saw with the Emeria's Call. So sometimes I stash away 1 Righteous Valkyrie under the fight rigging, and then you get like that buff from it entering the battlefield, the turn it enters the battlefield sort of thing. Pardon me. Pardon me. Ooh. Cobra. Okay, well, we are certainly going for the Valkyrie. Love a white sauce. Next turn. Selesnya Landfall player detected. Wouldn't be surprised to see some Scroot Swarms going on, some... what's it called again? The freaking Felidar Retreat. Lots of ramping. Obscene ramping. Ooh. Wow. not? Let's apply that pressure. Just entering the battlefield as a 5/5 is obviously quite freaking amazing. It's a little bit of life gain off of the Scoot Swarm, but we should be okay. Yeah, yo. Never was a huge Scoot Swarmer. Never got into it, to be honest. May have played like one Scoot Swarm deck on the channel's entire history. It's not my cup of tea, innit? So the wife has taken the train and gone to Rome to look for a house. We're trying to get onto the property ladder, but I've been in, you know, as usual, the last few years in charge of looking after our son. It's just me and him at the house alone, without mom for the first time in a while. It's gonna get interesting. Uh-oh. El Gobelinos. El Gobelinos could be quite problematicos. He's almost certainly got removal, but I'd rather he gets the Aspirant and the Moon Dancer. Kinda. Yep. Archie blows. I need to start gaining some life, like, pretty soon. Or I don't know what to do here. We may go Boseiju, fight-rigging Ollenbock. Give him more haste, attack. Don't think so, though. That's what I thought. Not with all, at least. This does 1 damage. Plus 2 is 3. That's okay. Gaining life against goblins is obviously the best way to win matches. They often don't run stuff that does 4 damage. It's like Royal Eruption. I mean, they might have Thundering Rebuke. Might. He's gonna pass the turn. Now we're in business, baby. Let's go Turntimber. Okay, well, another Righteous Valkyrie is pretty nice. Although we won't get it this turn. Oof, yes please. Thank you very much. I'd love to see another one of those. Things are about to get crazy. Please don't scoop. I want my viewers to see this. There needs to be an emote like, I'm recording a YouTube video, please. Why? I mean, you've watched me long enough. You know the drill. I hate life gain. I don't hate it. It's just one of those things that you're like, oh god, not again. And I always find it in unranked, and I'm like, I wonder why we don't see more of this in ranked. Because honestly, it's moan-inducing. It's almost as bad as mill decks or something like that, but it's freaking good. Like, Voice of the Blessed is insanely strong. Like, you can just throw together a very simple, like, Orzhov Clerics deck in 10 minutes and do, like, better than 50% win rates for sure on any sort of level on the ladder. I'm certain of that. Just throw Voice of the Blessed, Luminarch Aspirant, some removal, or you go Selesnya route, how I'm doing now. It's a strong deck. Famously, at least as far as I'm concerned, it's one of my favorite decks. The Scalding Clerics from a few months ago at the most. Boros Clerics with Voice of the Blessed, so strong. Played the wrong land. Huge misplay. Shouldn't have played the voice out into what is almost certainly going to be Frostbite. Would love a freaking creature of any kind. That's a creature. Phew. Of course. When have they never, just for once in my life, don't have exactly the right card in their hand? Like, just for once, you know? What is with this? Oh my lordy lord.
We're still just dead, right? So lame. Oh my goodness. Just swing. All you need to do is activate your Den and swing. Oh, so close to turning that around. Next turn would have been boosh. Close. How are we doing for time? Alright, we're still doing great. Any adjustments I would make to this deck now that I've been playing it a bit? Try to sneak in some like other weird hits for the fight rigging that might be like really good. But I can't think of anything honestly. Okay, that's a mulligan. Bush, yo. No, not black. I'm gonna do the block and sack thing. Go out and find another land, which is quite nice, of course. We've got the Tamiyos for the what I feel is to be an inevitable finding of the old gods. Fairly certain. Stomper. Okay. Full on rampy mode. Another black. Nice. Skadoosh. Ooh, okay. That's fine. Stomper active. Jewel Thief. Okay, still no removal from the opponent, which is obviously fantastic. Here we go. Oh, hells yeah. Woo! Hee hee! God, that feels good. Everything's indestructible. Got the Tamiyos too. Another voice coming up. You have got to actually be shitting me. Fortunately, we gain life. Woo! I was close. Hee hee hee! Sorry, bud. We win. Ah, dodging a me took like that just feels so good. Oh, if you've got to do some degenerate life gaining stuff to do so, then do so, because fuck, I hate that card, man. Meatok has been a thorn in my side for a while now. But we've arrived at the 40-minute mark. I think we've all seen me gaining life for long enough. And we got to do everything the deck wants to do, right? There was nothing we missed from doing there. Kind of all the various play lines and interactions were shown off. Yeah, amazing. Simple idea can actually be really strong. If you play this in ranked, I'm certain you'll win. I just wasn't gonna risk my rank right now because I'm so close to Mythic. But I was playing this in ranked and getting some sweet W's before pressing record, as you saw. So yeah, simple. Hope you liked it. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I will be seeing you all tomorrow with some fresh brews. Don't forget, guys, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord community. There's a link in the description as well. I usually leave it as a pinned comment as well. I would love to see you all in the brew cave. We can talk some shop, share some memes, discuss deck ideas. I'd love to have you there. But yeah, like I said, so for today, I will see you all tomorrow with some fresh brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.